Thank you for tuning into Wildcast. I'm Michael Hernandez.
And I'm Alexis Oakley. For our graduating seniors, don't worry, May is still a long ways off, but it's never too early to start planning to join the workforce. To help you prepare, UA Career Services is hosting a panel where professionals will give you tips on how to have a successful interview, including how to dress and the qualities that recruiters are looking for in a job candidate. The panel will be held Friday, February 5th at 11 in Student Union Room 411. To RSVP, go to career.arizona.edu. And for all you grad students trying to stay in school as long as possible, here's how you can turn your thesis into some serious cash. The Graduate Center is holding an information session on the UA Grad Slam, a tournament-style competition to give the best 3-minute talk about the research you're currently working on. And first place is $3,000. The session will be at 4:30 in room 311 of the Science Engineering Building. A full list of rules about Grad Slam is available at gradcenter.arizona.edu.
U of A football is a Tucson tradition that's made special thanks to Arizona Stadium. But according to Arizona Athletics, some parts of the stadium haven't been renovated in nearly 100 years. To address the issue, they are proposing an annual student fee of $200 to help with the costs needed to spruce things up. The renovations would include new seats, bathrooms, and improvements to the infrastructure. The fee would only apply to incoming undergraduate and graduate students, beginning next fall. The proposal is still in its early stages, but it will be submitted to President Ann Weaver Hart and then voted on by the Arizona Board of Regents. What do you think of the proposal, Lexi?
Tuition is already so expensive. I can't imagine adding another $200 onto it over something that, yes, the stadium does need to be renovated, but I don't know if we should be paying for it.
No, I don't think that students should be the ones footing the bill. I'm sure there are other ways to fundraise. I mean, I know that they already get most of their money from like donors and ticket sales.
Alumni.
But exactly.
I'm sure there's some football alumni that would donate something to help. I don't know.
I hope so.
I mean, how are the boys' bathrooms?
Boys' bathrooms, they could use some work. They have this trough that you do your business in.
I didn't even know that.
No.
The girls' ones obviously
they could definitely use some renovations is all I'm saying. That's all I'm...
And I'm glad, didn't even know that.
Well, we'd like to thank our former reporter, Virginia Beamer, for her contribution to UATV, and we wish her good luck in the future. Joining us is our new weather reporter, our own Tara Alfano. Tara, we're happy to have you as part of the team.
Thanks, Michael. I'm glad to be here. This week, you may want to break out your jacket, as there's going to be a 25-degree drop from what we experienced last week. We'll be back with more in-depth forecasts after the break.
Is that terrible? No.
Don't change the channel.
What are you guys doing?
Working.
Continue.
Sexual assault is a problem across many university campuses, including the University of Arizona. To bring attention to the issue, today marks the start of a week-long sexual assault awareness campaign called I Will Stop Rape Culture. Hosted by a variety of campus organizations, I Will Week includes workshops, guest speakers, and performances. The goal is to provide educational resources while combating victim blaming and negative stereotypes. For a complete list of this week's activities, visit the website on your screen.
Now, if you're an animal lover like me, then you'll be doggone excited to know that Cesar Millan is coming to town this week. That's right, the dog whisperer is making his way to the Tucson Music Hall on February 6th. The National Geographic host will share some of his training secrets and perform tricks with his furry, four-legged friends. The show starts at roughly 7:30, and you can buy your tickets at the Tucson Convention Center or online at Ticketmaster.com. And you'll definitely want to keep your pets inside this week, especially tonight, as it's going to be windy and wet. Weather reporter Tara Alfano has your forecast. Tara, what can we expect this week?
This week, we have a developing cold front due to the high pressure off the west coast. These next couple of afternoons are going to be below our average February temperatures. Let's take a look. Monday is a high of 52 degrees, mostly cloudy throughout the day with a low of 25. Tuesday, there's a high of 52 with a low of 27 degrees, and we'll see some sun. Wednesday is a high of 57 and a nighttime low of 32 degrees. We're back to the 60s by Thursday with plenty of sunshine and a high of 64 degrees on Thursday along with Friday. The low for Thursday will be 34 degrees and the low for Friday is expected to be 36 degrees. So we'll see some sharply cooler temperatures this week, but expect to be back to the 70s by the weekend.
I feel like just yesterday we're all hanging out at the pool, and now it's time to wear like 3 jackets instead of like a light sweater.
No, my mom, who's going to be watching this later, she hooked me up with a thermal and like a Mickey Mouse beanie, and you know, it's like, and that's only if it's like 70 degrees. I'm going to be in like a parka for next week probably.
Well, I'm from Chicago, so I'm kind of used to this weather. I can bear
You're
down
tough.
with it.
Oh,
so
nice.
I think I'll be all right.
Good. Well, coming up next in sports, we have all the information you need to know on the upcoming seasons for U of A softball and baseball, along with some great sound bites from our very own Sean Miller.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Perfect. Yeah.
Hi, Rich Rodriguez, head football coach, University of Arizona, and you're watching UATV. Go Bear Down.
Wildcast, and welcome to Wildcast Sports. I'm Chris Delgado.
And I'm Danielle Fork. Thanks for tuning in to catch up on the latest news in Arizona athletics. As I'm sure you already know, men's basketball broke their 49 home game winning streak on Thursday with a tough loss to Oregon. However, they bounced back on Saturday, beating Oregon State 80-63. Gabe York led the Wildcats with a career-best 24 points, 18 of those points being from behind the arc, a new career high for him also. Women's basketball traveled to Oregon State and Oregon this weekend, losing to both teams. Melina Washington led the Wildcats once again with a career-high 23 points. Men's tennis faced New Mexico State and Gonzaga, earning an easy win against both schools with scores of 7-0 and 6-1. And finally, Wildcat track and field traveled to Seattle to compete in the University of Washington Invite. The highlight of the meet was Powell Tennyson, who broke the Arizona school record for the heptathlon with a score of 5,972, a mark that currently sits in the top 3 worldwide. And that's all for your sports highlights from this weekend.
Well, it's almost baseball season, and for many fans, spring training begins when the players first report. Well, lucky for us, our players started practice Friday last week. Our sports department was able to catch up with first-year head coach Jay Johnson on his hopes for this year.
It's been great to see. I think some guys are looking at baseball, their opportunity to be a part of this team, what that means in terms of being accountable to other people, to be trustworthy, the courage that it takes to go to battle alongside your teammates and really being relentless in terms of improving. We've really made some strides on that, and I think they'll show in time, and I'm anxious for that.
But hold it right there, because we can't forget our storied softball team here at Arizona. The team returned star slugger and Pac-12 leader in home runs last year, Katiana Mauga. By the way, she had 26 home runs last year. Here's head coach Mike Candrea and how he hopes the junior can repeat that feat.
So I think we're going to be able to find the middle of the lineup that can give us some depth after Kati, but Kati's going to be a marked person. There's no doubt. She's definitely a kid that can hit 20 home runs a year, and hope she gets a chance to do that again this year.
It's no secret that Coach Sean Miller was distraught after Oregon came into McHale and snapped Arizona's 49 home game winning streak. Wildcat basketball has a whole new and diverse team compared to the past. However, Coach Miller is determined to work with the talent he has in order to make the most out of the games left this season.
Take this the right way. Don't judge this team like Derek Williams is on it, or Sean Elliott, or Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Judge our team by the people that are in our locker room and who play. Just because things have happened in the past doesn't mean when the Jumbotron comes up and the crowd starts going crazy that we're going to win. That's not the way it works. It's a whole brand new ball game right now.
You know, Danielle, I hadn't seen Sean Miller so mad at a team, and he said it himself, that he's never been so disappointed in a team he's ever coached.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, you saw when he yelled at Caleb Tarzewski, it was just like a whole new Sean Miller. But I think that win on Saturday against Oregon State's going to be maybe a good new start for them.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right.
Well, that's all we have for sports, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Good job.
Hi, Rich Rodriguez, head football coach, University of Arizona, and you're watching UATV. Go Bear Down.
We appreciate you turning into Wildcast. You can find our shows, all our past shows, on our YouTube channel at UATVCH3.
That's right, and you can hit that like button on Facebook or follow us on Instagram to keep up with your UA news during the week. We will see you next week for another edition of Wildcast. Enjoy your evening.